Hello guys, this week we're looking at the best game villains. Hello guys, welcome to this week's gaming video. We're so glad you enjoyed last week. Now just before we get started, I just want to give you a big massive thank you to all the people that support our channel and have been watching our videos each and every week. Your support really does make a difference and means so much. Thank you for all your comments, your input, your private messages, even your ideas. If you've never been here before, feel free to check out our channel, have a look at our short films, have a look at our weekly gaming videos, and we also have a lot of how-to videos and sense of filmmaking, so check out our playlists and feel part of the TVR universe. Let's crack on. What comes to mind when it comes to pure bad guys you just want to kill, or just pure brilliance in the sense of entertainment? Now I have to say that you could go way back to the days of Sonic the Hedgehog with some annoying bad guys on there. I'm just going to see what comes into my head and let's see where this goes. So first bad guys that hit into my head are things like the little skeleton people on Sonic the Hedgehog when they go, no, not Sonic the Hedgehog, what am I on about? Golden Axe. They're pretty awesome. The annoying bad guys on Sonic the Hedgehog at the end, they always seem really simple but somehow annoying, and when you were a kid they were proper scary, or maybe that was just me. Probably was. But bad guys. I remember being proper scared of the Germans in the original Wolfenstein. One that hits the mind, that sheriff guy in, no, he was the marshal, wasn't he? In the first Red Dead. I can't remember his name. Feel free to comment his name below. It's escaped me. Complete Dumbledore. I can't remember his name. He was irritating. He was like, he had your family off somewhere. You were John Marston. He had captured your family. You know, sort of like, you got to kill all your old friends from back in the day. Otherwise, you'll never see him again, was pretty much the hint he was hinting. But he just had a sort of aura about him. You just wanted to kill him. And you don't. And if, spoiler alert, if I remember rightly, it's been ages since I played the game, it's not until you're his son, who's really irritating by the way, when you finally get revenge. Bad guy that's just popped in my head is the Joker in the Batman Asylum games. Absolutely brilliant character, the way he torments you all the way through the game, like, Batman! You can't help but to love him. Now also, I think his name was Andrew Ryan in BioShock, and he was just betrayed as this massive bad guy across the whole world, of somebody you just wanted to get. He sort of tormented you through the entire game and you're thinking, I can't wait to get my hands on you and use all my weird BioShock weaponry to destroy you. But sadly, he wasn't the worst bad guy, as you of those played the game will know. Buffy games, I'm a massive Buffy fan, as some of you may know. Now, as much as it kills me to say it, the Buffy games were a little bit laggy. You know, it was like, oh yeah, Buffy. And then once you've killed 10 million vampires, it's like, gets a little bit SS. But I don't know if you've ever played the newest one. I say the newest one, it's still years old. Chaos Bleeds, I believe it's called. Feel free to comment below if I'm wrong. I think that's what it was called. It was Adam in the initiative. Now the level goes on for what feels like forever anyway. And when you get to him, he's just annoying. He just seems unkillable. No matter what you do, you're punching the hell out of him, you're using your crossbow. The game mechanics are absolutely awful. And while you're trying to kill him, it's a bit like the old Streets of Rage games. He's got his little minions that keep poking you and it's like, God! And the first time I went against Adam, it took me over an hour. I was at the point where I wanted to throw my controller out the flipping window. He was frustrating. He was always a bad guy that always sticks in my mind as just pure irritating. And if you died at any point in the level, you then had to spend another 2 hours trying to get back to that point where he would probably just kill you anyway. And, it was just, frustrating. Resident Evil 4, for me personally, and to people that know me, will probably agree with this, and maybe many of you out there within the TVR universe will agree also, are some of the most memorable villains in any game that I can think of. And I've played a lot of games over the years. There's, it's a great, I must admit, for me, a lot of bad guys just disappear, but the ones in, I can't remember his name. Yeah, obviously Lord Sadler, who's the main bad guy. He's like a priest hooded character, and at the end he turns into some massive over-the-top monster that takes about 3 attempts to kill him. But almost every bad guy in that game is for me anyway, is so memorable. We got the little pirate guy, little dwarf guy, who's like, "Ah, Mr. Kennedy," and he's just like irritating. He's always sending men to kill you, and then until eventually he turned into some made up, and he's just like, wow. But every bad guy in that, Lord Sadler, Mr. Caught you off guard, didn't I, Leon? You know, who was like your old friend back in the day. I can't remember his name. The guy with the knife, it was just like, caught you off guard. It was like this annoying game mechanic where you would hit him a couple times and it was like, it was just, you know, the game decided that he was going to stab you and take your life away. It was just like part of it, really irritating. And he would take ages. But just like even the smaller bad guys, like the little priest guys, like, I'm sorry. And they were like really creepy. You had like, even like at the beginning when you first meet the zombies that aren't zombies, that are people with slightly more brains than zombies, but are pretty much zombies, that are like, and they're just like throwing axes at you, and then you got the crazy woman, the chainsaw, is like absolutely terrified. Every bad guy in it, you got the giant, massive, giant guys. You got the guy with the forks in his head. Oh, the thing that a lot of people call the Predator. Oh my God, was that scary? How can I not remember that? When you're in the dark sewers or wherever it was, and he gets his tail and whips her, and you have to quickly duck into it. And, oh my God, he was proper scary. Now I don't know who was scarier out of the Predator. We'll just call him the Predator. I'm sure a lot of you know who I'm on about. That's almost impossible to kill unless you, spoiler alert, use a gun on the canister things to freeze him with nitrous oxide, and then you can shoot him. I believe that's how you kill him. But then the other things, I can't remember what they're called. You know, the things that have the spikes that come out them, and they're like, and you go into like the labs later on in the game, and you just hear that type noise. It's really weird. And they have spikes that come out here, and one of them's the mother something. I can't remember the name. Please comment below what it is. I'm just really forgetting the names today. I don't know what's going on. But that is proper scary because it just feels like nothing, you know, shoot it with shotguns, pistols, everything. It just will not die. And you know what? We're going to call that the most memorable bad guy just because it's so made up. Now, I seem to remember the way to kill it, you have to get like heat sensitive scope on your sniper, and you have to find it's got like tumour things, I suppose the best way to describe them, and they're like, you know, like weird looking things, and you have to shoot like 3 or 4 of them. But obviously it's coming at you, it's going to kill you, it's going to put spikes in you, it's going to kill you. But it was just a pure dread of this character, and yeah, so we're going to call that the best villain. That and the Predator. We'll call them joint 2, depending what mood we're in. And what usually happens is, when I edit later, other villains will come to mind, and I'll think of other ones. But they're obviously not that memorable if I don't think of them at this moment. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment below what you feel is the best villain. Don't forget, this is obviously just my opinion, so feel free to comment below what you feel is the best villains of all time, if it's from any console or PC or some random bad guy that, you know, I don't know, off the Gunstar Hero games, or even if it's the annoying ghosts of Mario or whatever, you know, whatever comes to mind. It'd be really interesting to see what you comment below. So feel free to comment below and have a great day. Thank you for watching. Look out for next week's video, and you guys rock.